Hello everyone, Busy Gamer Dad back at it again for another video of Across the Spire for our session gameplay series. I believe when we left off last, we had just finished off the basement and we had gotten a few people some level ups. Unfortunately, Andrin didn't get the same level ups because he didn't complete one of the random events that we had on our notes. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to level up our characters. Magnus is more our tank, so I believe you are not locked into a left and right side. You can pick them fluidly after you've made your choices. You don't have to go sticking to one side of the tree or the other side. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Wolf Guard. Yeah, I think I'm going to do Wolf Guard. And then I think I'm going to do... let's do Elemental Proliferation. And then you're not really healing so much. So let's do Divine Retribution. That sounds groovy. All right. So when we got out of the basement, we actually got Belfior's horn. And it looks like on our node, we can go this way and see about turning it in, essentially. We got to go through this broken altar. The broken altar, you discover the rubble of an ancient altar. Those altars are used to make offerings with magic shards to improve your skills. The altar appears to have been destroyed on purpose, and perhaps those who did it are still nearby. The altar is barely usable, and in order to for the offering to work, you have to offer an additional amount of shards. Using this altar can change. Okay. Let's see. What's our chance of success? A 70% chance of success. Use the altar in its current state. We have quite a bit of shards. Why don't we 4 or higher? We have a 70% chance. Let's try it. This is meant to be dynamic. 4 greater than 4. 2 to 6. Great success. So one thing you should also know is there's actually a critical success where you get bonuses for that. There's also critical failures too, not just success or fail. So something to look for with your gameplay as well. And this also was the net outcome for our whole team based on our selected heroes. With your game, when you start unlocking heroes, you're going to have different dialogue options depending on certain people you have at certain events. And that's one of the great things about the replayability for Across the Obelisk. It's a wonderfully tooltip game, so it works really well for the session gameplay series where we do about 20-30 minutes, show you a game that's good to pick up, put down. But at the same time, these interactions that we're getting are wholly relegated to just this playthrough. You will see them again for sure, but it's not that they will always be there. So let's go into the altar and do some things. Let's hear each altar has a different effect. 10% discount on upgrading cards. What? That's actually really helpful because we didn't augment any of our cards at the start of our game. So that could be really, really useful. Oh, we could turn this into a free card. That would be nice. What about you? Yep, 10% discount. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to make a quick jump cut here because I want to do more gameplay. I don't want you guys to see, me wasting your time going through and making these selections. So I'll come back in just a few minutes when I've done some improvements, we'll simply say. Okay, so I figure I'll take this time here as you guys see me speeding in the background doing the upgrades to do our dad joke for this episode. If your child refuses to take a nap, are they guilty of resisting arrest? But so I told that to my son at his nap time. He's at the weird transition right now where he is kind of taking naps, kind of not taking naps. We do quiet time up in his room and it works out. And he asked me if I was going to call the police on him. So I had to backpedal and do some damage control, as it were. But yeah, if your child is refusing to take a nap, are they guilty of resisting arrest? So use that with your kids if you want. Okay, alrighty, welcome back. What I'm gonna do, show you just real quick. I upgraded a lot of the defense cards for Magnus, got them to a pretty good tier here. I took Andrin's couple of slices, a couple of aim shots, and I brought them up to be a little bit more cost effective, but they do reduce the damage. As far as Evelyn goes, I made her transmissions no longer a vanish card or a burn card, so now they'll stick around, which is great, which will really help out. And then in Reginald, I I took 2 smites and the sacred bolt, and I upgraded them to their gold tier. Again, you have to look at what synergizes with your deck and what you've got RNG wise going for your playthrough. Now, as far as Andrin goes, I think what I'd like to do, yeah, evasion's pretty strong for him. Yeah, let's do the evasion one, maneuvers. Let's see what that goes like. All right, then we'll go into the crumbling tower event. The last sentinel. You arrive at a crumbling watchtower. This tower was the first point of defense in the wolf wars against the wild werewolves of the forest. When you enter the tower, your eyes catch a dim light that filters under the rubble. It's a golem. They were the best defenders of Senenthia has ever known, but they were dismantled after the war, and it was thought that there were no more left. The power supply seems to be damaged. Maybe if you can find a replacement for the core, you can repair it. It's up to you to replace it. Except I fought alongside one of these. It's a good idea to restore it. Let's... Which one? Let's see here. Let's do Evelyn. My master told me how she learned to create these golems. They are really powerful. Oh, and we got that. So it told me they're really powerful. She visits the black... Okay. And learned how from the dwarfs to forge the golems. Thanks to the knowledge in her power, she created a few golems to defend the kingdom in the wolf wars. If you want to restore it, we have to go to the Black Forge in the Velkurth Mountains. As you hide the golem so that it doesn't suffer any more damage, you manage to find a few crystal shards. That's awesome. Great. So that would have been very different if we had a different caster or different frontliner from the characters that we can pick from. There's 18 in this entire game. There's 4 for each slot, essentially, and they all play very differently. I've only unlocked about half of them, and I'm having a great time playing this game to just simply try and unlock those characters. Hopefully, this will lead to something new for us. Story time. In the forest, you find a large open space that seems like the perfect place for a bit of rest, to rest a bit before continuing your journey. And okay, as you go to set up camp, you notice a group of werewolves camping. They see you and offer to share the camp. One of them says to you, "Hey, do you want to share some stories for the travel?" Oh, okay. All right, yeah, tell them how you defeated. Yeah, sure, we'll brag a little bit. That was a kind of easy fight, but still, it was pretty challenging. You speak of your battle with the greater demon, Belfior, showing the horn as evidence. They are really impressed with you and tell you their own stories. They discovered that the dryads have a large stash in forest deeps where they keep all the items of the dead adventurers who go lost. So that's where all the king's knights went. Oh. So if we go down here, the werewolf stall. Okay. I see. So I guess we have to go down here. Yeah, Obelisk route. Let's go down here. Let's see what's here. The werewolf stall. You come to a large stone arch in the middle of the forest. On one side of the stone arch, you see a stall run by a werewolf. When you approach, he says, hey, finally some customers. Come look at my wares. Half of these items come from the bandits. I'm sure there is something interesting you might need. Oh, by the way, I didn't kill that boy over there. He was already dead this morning when I came up to the stall. Let's see here. That's a 22%. That's a 71%. That's a 10%. Oh, geez. Let's do the 79, I mean. And, I mean, we have a little bit of cash, so let's see. Lower than a 5? 111. Perfect. Lower than a 5. As I said before, I had nothing to do with it. Well, I suppose under these circumstances, I can offer a discount of 15%. So a critical success may be like 20%, or maybe double it, maybe 30%. All right, let's see here. Let's see what you got, my friend. At discounted rates, 15% discount, which is great. Oh, that kind of works with our... Okay. Okay. We already have that, though, so we really don't need that. Start of combat. All heroes gain that. Empower. Reinforce armor. I feel like you might benefit from this simply because you don't have a lot of HPs. And a universal 7 resistance is really helpful. You also don't have to take these. That's the thing. You don't really need to. Something like this would be better on Magnus, though, because it's universally more applicable. You really only have that. You know what? Let's do... We could certainly fill out most of their stuff. Reginald needs some armor and a ring. Okay, so let's do the gloves for Reginald. Let's do the armor for Evelyn. And let's call it good there. Don't need to spend all our money. All right, and let's go into the deep forest and take this fight. Oh, we didn't have an event leading up to it. You're not always going to have an event leading up to things. So we got Trunky, a Dryad, Tainted Trunky, and a Tainted Dryad. Okay. All right, so we have to be mindful of what's going on. So we have one turn. Let's see here. There. Let's draw a card. Let's use this. And I guess we'll lean into fighting the pack line if we can. Aw, Broken Bone came through. So one of the things, you mouse over the cards, or the enemies in the top left corner, you see their stats, their pluses and minuses for their attributes. And you also can see what they're immune to. Trees don't bleed. Well, at least these trees, but the dryads do. So this, it says immune right over the top of it. Again, perfect game for session gameplay where you may not get back to it after a week or two and you don't remember what's exactly going on. Perfectly okay. This game lends itself to just reading and remembering what you had going for your decks and working through it. Let me do this. Oh, the Wolfguard card came up. That's great. I'm going to put that on you, and I'll do the barricade. And then, yeah, just keep on leaning into the defense. Over goes, okay, empower, and then random. Okay, I'm glad I did the barricade. If we had a card that applied taunt, the random ones would still focus on the taunted character, whether it be Magnus or any of the characters that have the taunt mechanic on them. So something for your playthroughs to remember. Let's shoot you. I think you're probably going to be dispatched this turn, so we'll see what ends up happening. But we'll get you low enough to where we might want to spread a little bit of the damage around, and then we'll call it good. All right, good. Good stuff. Yep, so if I do... I'm curious to see something. If I do this, and then I do... Yeah, we'll just finish you off there. Never mind. Yeah, it didn't look like it worked the way I thought it might. We have 2 left. Do I want to do a heal or do I want to do some armor? You don't have... You're the last to go, so might as well do the heal. And then we'll just throw this out on there. Call that good. So one of the items in that last shop was that crystal orb that applied 3 damage every time we foresight. Reginald has a deck or cards in his deck that allow him to do that foresight pretty easily. And you saw that one of them was a free card. So that was basically a free 3 damage had we picked up that item. You know, hindsight being 20/20, you have to go with what your deck allows you to pick up. Whether it's anything good or bad, it's still just is. So you should plan accordingly, is all I'm saying, and work within the confines of what you're getting dealt, instead of hoping and fishing for something different. We are not going to use those. We'll call that good there. Nice, and then we'll have 3. Let's see here. Yeah, you're not going to have too terribly much, but we will do this. And let's do that on you. Okay. Yeah, let's throw that on you and there. Call that good. Ah, yes, this will be great for them. So we'll use this card first because it adds 2 damage to all our elemental attacks, and it only lasts 1 round. So if we do this, and then we do... It added another 2 damage to each of those attacks, which is great. They have yet to go, so if we do this here, even though we're getting... Let's do that. There. And then that should work out really well. Yep, because now it applied 23, so this Dryad on their turn is going to take 23 damage. Really important to pay attention to how you can work your cards into just stacking all those mad deeps on the people. All right, do I want to do... You're going to get whacked, so... But you have armor. Let's do this on you. Yeah, might as well dispatch you. And there for you. Awesome. Great stuff. Yep, figured you were going to heal. And then, yep, there's the lightning. Yeah, see, so that's really nice to start stacking that stuff when you have those synergies. And you can get a lot of good damage rolling if you just pay attention and reading the cards. All right, well, why did that do 8? Oh, maybe because of the mark on them. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Searing Blast. Let's... Oh, he's defeated this turn anyway, so let's just get it over with. So I can show you guys some more gameplay. There we are, victory! Hooray! And then that was combat, so we get to pick a card for our deck, if there's anything we want. This is nice. It helps dispel the oldest buffs. I think I'm going to take it, because that's kind of integral for overall success, especially later in the game when you get to things that apply a hefty amount of debuffs to you. Put at the top of your deck. Interesting. I don't know. That would work really well with our draw cards. Let's try it. Let's have some fun with it. This is really nice, but it's very expensive. I'll just take the shards. Loot. The Dryad's Cache. You are deep inside. You are in the deepest parts of the Senenthian forest, and after clearing the path of Trunkies and Dryads, you went exactly where the adventurers told you. There it is, the secret cache of the Dryads. The story was true. It seems that the Dryads used the bodies of the lost adventurers as fertilizer and kept their belongings in one place. Oh dear. We got some gold, which is great. We got some score, and then we got some supplies. In addition to some good items. All right, cool. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. Okay, same silver band, which is okay. Boots of speed. I think we need to. I think it's fate telling us that we need to take this. Yeah, might as well. It's free. You know, we do get some money if we choose not to take it, but I don't see why we wouldn't. Let's do the... We have a choice to make here. At the start of combat, go really, really fast. And plus 8 health. But I think if I put that on Reginald, that wouldn't really help with Reginald, because if he goes before Evelyn can mana battery him, he's not going to have the mana to do what he needs to do. So yeah, I think I'll have that there. I don't know if there's anything really for Evelyn to take in this play. Yeah, so you'll just take that. Take the money. And... yeah, sure. You take a little bit of the resistance, alright. Ylmir's Awakening. The obelisk is in sight, but something very dangerous is blocking the way. Ylmir, the old Trent, once known as the protector of the Senenthian forest, has awakened and been tainted by the energy emanating from the now active obelisk. Beside Ilmir, there is a Trunky and a Dryad protecting him. You can't see any way to avoid the confrontation, but maybe you can make the fight easier or worse depending on how you approach this. All right, let's see here. A 21% chance, a 93% chance. We really don't need to rest, though. I think we'll be fine. So let's just engage them quickly. Without hesitation, you draw your weapons and rush at them, gaining a small movement advantage. Okay, great. Awesome. Nice, nice. So while we're getting set up here, here's our dad joke for the day. You ready? Or for this playthrough. Seeing as how these guys are tainted and have bad parasites in them. What do a tick and the Eiffel Tower have in common? They're both parasites. Parasites? Parasites? Get it? Haha! Alright, I'm gonna see about this combat now. Let's shoot him every chance we can. Alright, and we'll do this. This will play, and does that activate that? It doesn't. We didn't get any defense cards this round. So that's where, you know, one of the things you got to work with your playthrough is also manage your items. It's another thing you've got to work to synergize and balance as you play through. You're immune to bleed, right? Yep, you're immune to bleed, but still, that's hitting you for damage. We don't really need to do anything with that, so we'll just hold on to it for now. All right. There's that. Yeah, if I do the lightning spell on you and just lean into, let's see how you do it. This will be 15 damage, 4 and 4, so that's not going to be enough to finish you off. So I'll just shoot at you. Spread the damage around a little bit. Shoot the Dryad, and then I'll give you some resistances, being that you're in the front. Oh, this will be really nice and funny to use. So on damage with 4 uses, they'll take 21 damage and I will gain another bless. Alright, and then I'll do that for you there. I don't think you're going to... Yeah, I'll just do the... No, I'm not going to do any. I want to save on the energy and then have a nice next round. Slowest monster, okay. Yep, that's fine. Oh, they thorned up, and then they're gonna hit Magnus, okay. They're gonna armor up, and they're gonna do regen, and okay, and then they're just gonna randomly throw a flower shuriken. Okay. Alright, you didn't heal this round. You might heal this round, this turn though, so we should really focus on that. Oh, this will work out really well. So what I will do... Wow, we have 3 burn cards and 1 card here, but what's in our... Okay, so if I do you, okay. So, if I put you down, draw this card, no, do this card here, there. Nice. And I will shoot you. Oh, I should have used this first. Shucks. There. Okay, great. There. And there. Got him. Nice. Okay, it still worked out. It still worked out. So how we were able to draw cards is the next card we played, because we played the maneuvers card, it allowed us to draw that number of energy for our from our deck. So if we had done 2, we would have gotten 2 cards, and that's why you have to, again, read the cards and make sure you're using their real abilities to the maximum, because there's some fights that are just very, very unforgiving, and you want to make sure you're maximizing your deeps. So now it's just you. You only have 4, so I'm kind of stuck. Well, if I do this real quick, and then what do I get? Another one of those. Okay, let's do that, and sure, might as well. You've got Fortify, so it's going to keep this on you for a little while. Alright, hand size, and then blast. Okay, so I'll do this one first. And then just, I can use everything in my hand. Just hit everything, kitchen sink. That's basically what I'm doing right now, throwing kitchen sink at him. Call it good there. All right, and let's see here. I can heal you. You have 6, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't do everything, unfortunate. What are you gonna do though? You're gonna dispel 2, so 2 of those buffs are gonna fall off. Okay. Purge your thorns and deal 10 damage. Okay. And then gain power for yourself. Okay. All right, so let's do... Is it? Yeah, dispel. Okay, so if I get... Let's do it this way. There. And let's lean into that. And even though it's not a big heal anymore, it's still going to remove the armor weakness on him. And then we'll call that one there. Yep. Okay, you still got that, which is good. Because that means whenever we attack, we're going to get healed by that amount. Okay. Let's see what happens. What can we draw? Okay, so we really don't need... Well, we could do this. What do you have in your hand? More fortify. You're not going to really be able to do everything. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so yeah, let's call that there. All right. So if you know what? Let's just swing for the fences. Let's do it. I should do this first. And then that way they take 3 extra damage. There, and they're immune to bleed. Yeah, they're immune to bleed, which is understandable, I suppose. Okay, and then we'll do the guard. Oh shoot, I was hoping to do that for everybody. There and there. Call that good. So we have to pay attention here. But it doesn't look like we have that much by way of actually damaging. So if I charge Reginald up, put this on myself, and then just hit him really hard. He's probably going to summon some other baddies. I think that's one of his abilities. I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember. All right. I could put out the fire, but I don't want to because I want you to take that damage. I think we can actually win this turn. I think we can. 1, 2. So I want to do 3, 6. Nope, can't. We can get pretty close. 60. Oh no, we can win. So hit him with this. Hit him with that. And we're done. Great, we did win this turn. I thought we could. Alright, let's see here. So this was the boss. So now, naturally, we're going to have some blue tiered cards that come our way. But none of them are looking like I care. I don't... Nope. Discover 3 skills. We'll do the skills. Let's see what those are. And these are all healing. It's a greater heal. I'm not really leaning into his healing cards, so I'm gonna just actually take the shards, the crystal shards there. Alright, the path is clear. Ilmir will never awaken again. A shame that a once tall and wise Trent like him had to end this way because of the mysterious reactivation of the obelisk. Between Ilmir's roots, you can see a large golden chest appear. Oh, nice. So we get some loots. Inside the chest, we find some good stuff. Some super good stuff. Okay. Oh, when you play a defense card, you get thorns. Oh, that's really kind of nice. That is really kind of nice. Let's hear. Use this ninja scroll. One time you play a skill, you gain evasion. Okay. Oh, the piggy bank. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do... You don't really have any other Thorns cards, so it's not really that critical for you. We'll do the Ninja Scroll. I think that's going to be fun. What did you have? Shuffle Searing. I mean, none of these are really like crazy, like speaking to me that they go with our builds right now. So I might actually just forego taking any of these. I mean, it makes sense to take one of them if there is anything, but this Thorn Shield, the Earring, and plus I know that we're coming up to, you know, the end of our time here, so I'll just go through this real quick. And then we actually get through the Obelisk. The Senentian Obelisk. You find yourself in front of the obelisk after centuries of inactivity. It is now bursting with energy, and the runes engraved on the stone glow brightly. As you read this runes aloud, the wall of the obelisk warps and distorts, creating several portals. All right, it's time to choose our path forward. And we can look here and we can actually see that this path will unlock the golem, or repair the golem, which is what one of our quests was from the overlay here when we hit this broken down tower. I think that's where we're going to go. Let's cross into the red portal as the hot air comes out. It's probably going to be a lava area. Yeah, the group went through across the obelisk and into the instance of themselves. Instantly found themselves in another place, far from Senenthia Forest. One of the mysteries of the obelisk has just been revealed to them. In ancient times, the obelisk was used as a means of transportation, since reaching this land by road would take several days. They searched for signs of the princess or Lord Handshek had been there, and found 2 pairs of footprints leading away from the area. The group looked to the horizon and saw that there was another obelisk in this area that was active. Undoubtedly, the princess and Lord Handshake had something to do with the activation of the obelisks. The next destination to the group was clear. And here we are, right here. This is fun, nice, awesome. Our rune master. We got, oh, the rope is coming into play here. We see that. There's a question mark here. Wonder what, oh, that's for our golem, probably. Yeah, I'm glad we picked this one. This is great. This is awesome. Good stuff. All right, so yeah, this was Across the Obelisk. I am Busy Gamer Dad, showing you guys this game for your session gameplays. We can pause this game anytime, come back to it later. Right now, we just opened up Act 2. I recommend this game for anyone who's busy, who likes these card games and, you know, doesn't have the time to really sit down and play them for more than a half hour, 20 minutes. As you can see through the series of videos for our session gameplay series, we got through the first act pretty okay in about 20-30 minute stretches. We were able to get through that. I can't recommend this game enough for those who have those busy life moments where they just can't, or life weeks, I should say, where they just can't sit down and play a game, but they certainly love the idea of unwinding with a game like this. So I'll have the description for it in the YouTube comments. I'll have the link for it in the YouTube comments. You know, like, comment, subscribe if you so choose. I appreciate it, but it's not required, obviously. I just thank you guys for stopping by. If there's any comments or questions, please let me know. And other than that, I hope you have some good luck and have some fun out there and get a chance to delve into this game, because it is a lot of fun.